everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Vlogmas, and this is video number 2, I believe, for 12 days of Vlogmas with me. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about my favorite, or maybe not my favorite, but just the palettes that in general remind me of the holidays, you know, Christmas and New Year's. That's it. This is not a winter, not a season eyeshadow palette video. This is a holidays eyeshadow palette video. I'm gonna be coming up with the one for winter also in like 2 days, so bear with me. I will get it out for you, but just not yet. I feel like the holidays are coming up sooner, you know, and we still have like 3 more months, all December and January and February of winter. So yeah, I'm gonna just push that one over a few more days. And today, like I said, we're going to be talking about all the festivities that are coming up this month. So if that is something that you like to talk about and you like eyeshadows as much as I do, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And if this is your first time here, hello, my name is Carla and I am a makeup enthusiast who loves to create looks and have fun with the makeup that I already own. I occasionally buy new products and review them for you, or sometimes, you know, I just buy them and I just play with them without making reviews because that's just me. I also do a lot of project pans, chop my stash, and multiple looks with one palette. In fact, this look that I have over here, it's going to be part of 5 looks 1 palette with one of the palettes that might, no, it's not in this video, I'm sorry, but this video, what I'm saying, it's coming up pretty soon. And I'll just let you know, this one is one of the new eyeshadow palettes from Oden's Eye in the Christmas collection. Alright guys, let's go ahead and jump right straight into the video because I'm kind of in a bit of a hurry today. So let's go ahead and get started. And just so you know, I have a little bit of a mix of high-end and drugstore products in here. Let's start with one that it's new to my collection, but it's not new. I believe that this palette came either last year or 2 years ago, but ColourPop relaunched it again this year and I finally picked it up, and I am talking about the Rudolph palette again from ColourPop. Let me get this thing out. Whoops, I knew it was gonna fall. So this is how this palette looks like. I think it's pretty self-explanatory why I think this is a very good holiday palette. Is Christmas in a palette. You get greens, you get a few reds, and of course, just because it's ColourPop, you get a bunch of neutrals in here. But I'll say this, I think this palette is very pretty and not only suits the holidays pretty well, but I think it's a palette that you can wear year-round. Again, because of the bunch of neutrals that we have over here. But I do think that this Christmas time color over here is very pretty, and that handsome nose, I love how it's in the center of the palette, very suiting for, you know, the theme, Rudolph. Is just very cute. I have not played with it. I finally took pictures of it though, so I should be playing with it soon, and maybe I will come also with a video for 5 looks 1 palette with this one. Let me know if you want to watch that. There's probably many videos out there already, because this one, I believe it came out like at the end of October, beginning of November, but I didn't want to do anything with it because I was still back then in Dia de los Muertos and Halloween vibes. So this is the first palette that we have over here. This one, I think it retails for $24. Yes, and you can find it at ColourPop's website, Ulta, or Target. I bought mine at Target. Next, let's talk about a palette that came out last year. It was limited edition, but I do think you can still get it. At least I know I've seen it at Sephora, so it's not sold out yet. And I am talking about the Anastasia Beverly Hills Rose Metals palette. This one right here, guys, it also has some sort of Christmas colors, but the reason why I chose this, it's not because of that. I mean, of course, you get here a little bit of like a reddish wine kind of colors. But I picked this palette out because of the amount of boom, shimmer, and glam that I find in this palette. Every time that I wear or make a look with this, I just feel like I am just boom, 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 you know? Like I'm about to do a runway walk or something like that. It always makes me feel very glam. And I feel, I don't know about you, whenever I used to celebrate in Mexico with my family, Christmas and all of that, we were always like super glam and stuff. And there's a lot of running jokes about how to, you know, I'm gonna wear my best clothes to go sit on somebody's couch. much because that's what you do for Christmas. Ever since I've come here to the US, it's been a little bit more chill, the holidays, and I like that. But if you are like my family, and by the way, nothing wrong with it because I did that for 24 years. So if you are like my family back in Mexico and all that, and you like to wear your best clothes and feel glam all over, I think this palette is really, really good. You get some cool tones, which I think are very trending and in right now, and just very heavy shimmer and pigmentation on your eyes. It's very, very cute. I definitely recommend this palette if you don't have it, and if you do, I recommend that you get it out of your drawers, especially for this season, because it really is cute. It really is cute. Way, way much better than the last two that she has come out with. Alright, next palette that I have, it's also another palette that I feel like this palette fits or suits multiple seasons, and originally whenever I look at it, I feel like it's very much of autumn, but I don't know, like this time around, I'm also looking at it and I'm like, hey, this is also a very Christmas palette. I'm talking about the Natasha Nona Metropolis palette. This palette, it's not in stock anymore. It was a limited edition. She brought it up a couple of times, but I believe that right now you can get her mini Metropolis, which has, I believe, 2 shades or 3 shades from this existing palette. And I know, very warm tone, very fall. I know, but hear me out. You get some reds, you get blues, I think this, and you get some greens and gold. So, I know some people like blue for Christmas. I don't associate blue with Christmas. I can see why people would do that, but whenever I think of Christmas, I think of green, and I think of red, and I think of gold. So, those are the colors that I usually go for. Those are the colors of my Christmas tree. So, yes, this is why I chose this palette. Of course, it has some oranges, rusty tones, and all of that, and some neutrals over here. But the reason why I think that this palette would fit very well, it's because, again, the greens, this one is green, brownish too, then you get the golds, and this blues, which, by the way, this one is blue. I know it almost seems like black, and this one is blue too. Let me show you right here. You see that? Those are very pretty blues. So, if this is a palette that you have, you know that this one is not around anymore, I recommend that you pull it out. Don't let it go bad. You cannot find this anymore, so once it goes bad, you will not be able to, get another one, unfortunately. Unless you purchase this from Mercari or Poshmark or anything like that, and hopefully it's new and, still performing good. But yes, guys, very, very cute. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think, if you actually think that this one is a true Christmas palette or not. That's okay if we disagree. Again, I do think I love these blues. They're just so cute. Makes me want to recreate a look that I did with this palette a long time ago. But yes. Alright, guys, let's go ahead and move on to the next eyeshadow palette that I have over here, which is the Play Jewel from ColourPop. Let me be very honest, guys. I have not used this palette, okay? It is very, 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 very... No, I'm not going to say it's very brand new to my collection. It's not brand new. I've had it for at least 2 years, maybe 3. I just have not played with it. I have not touched it. I know. But actually, I recently spoke to one of my makeup friends over here in the makeup community, in YouTube community. Her name is Nikki, and both of us, we're going to be making a palette bingo with this one right here. So if you are interested in watching me or her, I'm going to leave her channel in the description box down below. Like I said, we're going to be coming up with this one for a bingo palette. I don't know. We already set a date, but I cannot remember. I think it was the 9th. I'll check later because I really don't remember. But yes, guys, this one, why did I choose this one as a holiday palette? Again, you get greens, you get blues, and you get some sort of reds. So, basically anything that has this color, so I feel like I'm going to end up choosing it for the holidays. But you also get purples in case that you are into purples for this or this time of the year or this holiday season. And you also get some warm tones in here in case that you are not into it. But basically why I'm choosing this is the greens, the blues, the reds, and you get also a little bit extra variety over there with the purples and the warm tones, like I said, and also some golds, right? So yes, again, not gonna spoil it too much, but I'm gonna be doing a palette bingo soon. Alright guys, let's go ahead and move on to my last Natasha Denona palettes that I have here. This one is one that came out last year. It is not my favorite, I'm gonna say it. It's just that the tones, the undertone on this one, I feel like it doesn't suit very well my skin tone. And it just looks weird on me. But I'm talking about the Natasha Denona Retro Glam palette. I think that the packaging is just really cute, and this is how this palette looks like on the inside. It just reminds me of, you know, garland and wreaths and all of that. It's a little bit more softer Christmas in here. You maybe are not getting reds, but you are getting some sort of pinks, and then you're also obviously getting all of the greens in here. So for those of you who don't like to wear very bright or very pigmented or very dark eyeshadow colors or shades on your lids, this might be a palette for you. You also get a little bit of a kind of like a champagne over here. And obviously this palette is a very, very cool tone leaning, which I think it's very trending right now. Everybody is loving the cool tones. I am not a big cool tone fan, but I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. But this one for sure, it might be for you guys if you are into that. And yes, I've been wanting to play with this shade over here called Flare, but I just haven't done it because I feel like every time that I use this palette, it's just I've not liked the two looks that I've done. So, but that Flare shade, it's very cute. So I might end up looking or making a look with that. Look at that. They both are very, very cute. And then you also get this green one. It's just the greens. The greens are not my colors, but look at this. They are cute. It's just green. It's this kind of greens are just not my jam. This again, Natasha Denona Retro Glam. In case you are interested in getting it, I'm gonna leave an affiliate link down there. The next one, it might be a little bit of a surprise for you. It's also Natasha Denona. It's the last one that I have for the holidays at least. But this one is the Circle Loco palette. I know, very colorful, very like, why? But hear me out. Look at these colors. You get some purples, then you get this blue. This one is like a purple but blue. I don't know how to explain it. So if you think about Christmas and you think Christmas is blue and silver, you get blues. This one right here, this one right here, and this one, it's kind of like a silver-ish color too. So, and then you also get the gold over here. So this is why I chose this one, you know, for those of you guys that think about Christmas and think blues and silvers. So this palette might be one that you want to reach for if you have it in your collection, because it's not a cheap palette. It's one of her full-size palettes. And I know that a lot of people struggle with this one because of the colors. They think it's not like the best of, you know, the palettes, but maybe it's just that you might be using it during the wrong season. And I know this palette does not have a whole lot of mattes that you could use with those blues, but you could use it as a complementary palette. Or if you're the type of person that is just a one and done, you can definitely use this electric blue over here as a one and done with this one and maybe this one. This is what I am envisioning. Outer corner, inner corner, and highlighting corner. It would be something like this. You get your outer corner, then you put this one over here to kind of like blend in on the side, and then you use this one as your inner corner, which it looks almost the same, those two. But something like that, guys. Something like that, you see? It's cute if you like blues, and it might be only one look that you get in there, but at least you would get some use out of it if you're struggling into using or thinking about ways to use it. But let me clean my hand and let's go ahead and talk. Okay, so I have 4 eyeshadow palettes left, 2 from one brand, 2 from the other brands. So let's go ahead and talk about the older ones first. These ones are the Pat McGrath eyeshadow palettes that she came out with in 2020 and 2021. Yes, on the holidays of 2020 and 2021, because because last year 2022 she came out with one. I personally didn't like that one. A lot of people did because, you know, they finally got the colors, the matte in the matte formula from Pat McGrath, but I just thought that that palette was a hot mess. I didn't like it. And this one's, on the other hand, I really like them. I feel like I don't use them enough though, but I should. So holidays, again, we're thinking all the glitter, all the glam, all the boom. What more of a perfect palette for that than this one? It's just heavy on the shimmers, guys. So you get your green, you get a little bit of a pink over here. This one right here, it's so pretty. It's black with all sorts of color, kind of like holographic, but in black. I would not make it holographic, but you know what I'm trying to say, you know? You basically have the rainbow in there, but in black. So it's so cute. It reminds me of the universe. And then you get a champagne here, another darker champagne here, blue, orange, another sort of pink, another gold. It's pretty, guys. So, and it's in a Pat McGrath formula, so the shimmers are really good. It might not be her special formula, but it's still a very good one. And you will get some pretty glittery and glam looks with this. Now, the other one, I think that a lot of people like this one better, but I like the other one better. This one is a Celestial Divinity. The other one was Celestial Odyssey. So this one, it's very heavy on the purples. And I guess that's the reason why I used to not like it, because I was not into purple eyeshadow, but lately I am, okay? So who knows? Maybe I'm going to end up liking this one more now. So this is how this palette looks like. You only get 3 shimmers on this one. Oh, it's dirty. No. Okay, that's better. You get this pink one over here, this kind of like purple wine, and this brown. But then you get some pink and red shimmers. You get greens. There was one over here that had like a shift, if I remember correctly. Maybe not. Yeah, this one right here. This one right here, it's so pretty. It goes from like green or blue to kind of like brownish. It's like a duochrome. It's not a multichrome, but it might have a little bit of duochromidity in there. I don't know. Really cute. Then you got a very yellow golden or a more cool toned golden over here. It's really cute, guys. So if you're wanting to feel your best and feeling all glam and stuff during the holidays and you have this palette, I don't know. Maybe see what looks you can create with this for those days. And if you have an outfit that matches with this, or if you're like me and you wear a lot of black so you can put all the colors on your face, then, you know, this could be a look that you could, or this could be a palette that you could create a look with if you already have it and you're not spending this year on any other stuff. Alright guys, let's go ahead and move on to the last and newest palettes in my collection. One of them you can still get it, the other one unfortunately you can't because it's sold out again. So I am talking about Oden's Eye. And this one is the Snow Dream palette and the Merry Christmas palette. On my eyes I have the Hey Reindeer one. But let's talk about this one. This one is the new one for this year. I was gonna say school year. Gosh, no, I don't want to think about school right now. But this one is the one for this holiday season 2023. And it's very cute, and it's also Christmas in a palette with a little bit more of softer tones. You get reds, you get greens, you get here some blues for those of you that like blues on the, well, you only get one blue actually. Again, this palette is like Christmas, just Christmas, okay? It's a softer version of Christmas, and I think it's really cute. This one could be like the snow out there if it snows on your area, because it doesn't snow here in Texas, okay? Well, it does sometimes, but it's not a pretty snow. This palette, I believe it retails for $44 or something like that. You can still get it on Oden's Eye website. I do not have a code with them, but I'm pretty sure that you can find a code for any other content creator out there. And I think they give you like a 10% discount. And I have not used it, so I don't have any thoughts or opinions on this yet, but I will be using it at some point during this 12 Days of Christmas. My palettes just fell. Give me a second. So if you want to see me creating any looks with that, make sure that you give me a follow, because I will be coming up. If it's not for the 12 Days of Christmas, I will still be doing something during the month of December with that palette. And last but not least, this is the Merry Christmas palette. This one was a favorite of y'all from last year. It sold out. People were so mad that they were not bringing it back. They finally brought it back this year, and it's sold out again. I was able to purchase it whenever I got the bundle. I got the 4 palettes, so I got lucky. I'm not gonna lie, I set my alarm to purchase them, but I'm very happy that I got them, and I can see why people are obsessed and were so mad whenever this, you know, was sold out. It's such a beautiful palette. This is Christmas in its full glory or intensity. You get the greens, 2 rows of greens, then you get a red over here and browns, and just everything about this palette. I don't know, you get gold tones. It's just very cute, but I don't know how much of it's the actual tones or the background of this palette. You know, I wonder how it would look like if you take the background out and put just some white, how everything would look like. I still think it's really, really pretty. I really like these 2 shades over here, Christmas Tree and New Year. I want to create something with them so bad. This Snowman shade looks like it's going to be pretty good and sparkly on the eye, kind of like the River shade on the Hella palette. And then the Poinsettia shade, it's also very cute. It's, I don't know. And of course you get a black shade, which is really, really good. That Happy Ending shade, just black in any eyeshadow palette, it's really good. It helps you intensify the looks and get more depth on your outer corner and just a little bit extra stuff. But yes, guys, this, unfortunately, you cannot get it anymore unless you probably buy it secondhand. But hopefully Oden's Eye brings it back again, because it really is cute. And I know that a lot of people missed out on this one this second time around too. Alright guys, those are all of the eyeshadow palettes. Well, I'm gonna mention one that I don't have. I really don't. I was this close to purchase it, but I didn't, because I just feel like I have all of those tones in my collection already, and it's just a matter of me finding them maybe in different palettes. I don't need to have them all together. At least not at this moment, especially because there were 2 tones in there that I'm like, I'm never gonna use those. I am talking about, I'm gonna put it over here, about the Natasha Denona Mini Xenon palette, or the Midi Xenon as well. Whenever I think about the holidays, those 2 remind me of New Year's so much, because it's just full glam. You get the silver and you get some really black cat eye or siren eye eyeliner, and you're good to go. You're gonna look like just boom, you know, like very smoky. I don't know. I have this idea in my head of how pretty it would look, but those 2 grays, the white and or kind of white-ish, and the other one, just the grays, guys. The grays are not my thing, okay? Cool tones, like I said, it's just not for me. Grays are not for me, and that's the reason why I decided not to purchase it. It just makes no sense. Makes no sense. And the Mini or the Midi Xenon has no black, and it's very monochrome, so I do not need 15 shades of the same variety of colors. Even though I love Natasha Denona, there are some palettes that I definitely skip if I don't think they're going to suit my style, and I'm not going to wear them. And they're just going to be sitting, you know, in my collection collecting dust. But if you are into cool tones and you have those palettes, I think that those would be very, very cute for New Year's Eve. You know, just very glam with the sequins on your dresses and skirts and all of that. I think those would make an absolute stunning look. Alright guys, that's it for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below which one of these palettes do you own, or which ones do you have in your collection that I did not mention that you also think are really, really good for this holiday season. I know that I missed a few that I can think, you know, like the Flamingo palette from NYX and the DD Cosmetics Christmas palette, but I do not own those palettes, and I am not going to purchase them because I have too many, guys, and I need to use them. Actually, I'm gonna come out with a video of a no buy / low buy for my next year. We're gonna see also how I did on that. I'm gonna do a recap of what I did this year. we'll see what I didn't meet my goals in, which I think that you guys can figure out in which categories I did not meet my goals. Anyway, guys, that is it for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on that bell notification button so you don't miss any single one of my videos. And I will see you tomorrow for day number 3 of Vlogmas. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!